Forget what you've seen in the movies for a second. We're going to dive into the real, day-to-day lives of the Romans. Let's start with the social ladder. At the top, you had the patricians, the super wealthy land-owning families who basically ran the show. Think of them as the 1% of Rome. Below them were the plebeians, who made up the majority of the population. They were the farmers, shopkeepers, and artisans, the working class of the empire. And at the very bottom were the slaves, who had no rights and were considered property. It was a tough system, but it was possible, though rare, for people to move up. So, what was family life like? The paterfamilias, or the father of the family, held absolute power over his household. Education was highly valued, especially for boys from wealthy families. They learned reading, writing, and public speaking to prepare for careers in politics or law. As for clothes, forget complex outfits. Most Romans wore a simple tunic, and citizen men would drape a toga over it for formal occasions. It was basically the ancient Roman suit and tie. Religion was a huge part of everyday life. The Romans worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, many borrowed from the Greeks, like Jupiter, Juno, and Mars. They celebrated numerous festivals throughout the year with feasts, games, and sacrifices to keep the gods happy. But it wasn't all work and worship. Romans knew how to have fun. The Colosseum wasn't just for show. Gladiatorial contests were a massive spectacle. People also flocked to chariot races, which were the Formula One of the ancient world. For something more relaxing, they'd head to the public baths. These weren't just for getting clean. They were social hubs with gyms, libraries, and gardens. It was the place to see and be seen. The Romans also left behind an incredible legacy in art and literature. They were masters of mosaics, frescoes, and lifelike sculptures. Writers like Virgil and Ovid created epic poems that are still studied today. From their sophisticated aqueducts and straight roads to their legal systems and language, the influence of Roman daily life can still be felt all around us. That's just a quick snapshot of life in ancient Rome. It was a complex, fascinating world that laid the groundwork for so much of our own. What part of Roman life do you find most interesting?